Some of you have complained that you're not getting notifications of my channel. Here's what you do to get the notifications if there's a new video. Type in my nickname on YouTube, B for P, backup. Click on the channel. Click the subscribe button. And to get the notifications, click the bell. If you're already subscribed, make sure that you click the notifications. Here, when you click on videos, you can see all the videos that I have been making for YouTube. So I hope that helps. Hi guys, I know it's been a while. Right now I'm back here to make some pretty Christmas earrings with you guys, so you got something nice to wear for your Christmas dinner or around Christmas time. And for this you will need like a 10mm Rivoli to start with and some delicas, 11/0 seed beads. So I got some white seed beads right here. And we also need some wildfire. Now, when I span my arms wide, it's about 170. So I think about 2.5 meters. That should be sufficient, even though that's already waxed. Go wax that again. And in case you wonder where I have been, I want to do a little live video and chat to you guys about all the things that's been happening. So if you have any questions, you can ask them. But I first have to take care of my patrons, and that's something I will also explain. I would like to make a live video, talk to you guys live. I have never done that, so I don't know how that works yet, but I'll figure that out and try and do that as soon as possible. Okay, let's get started. For this one, you need 22 delicas on your needle. I've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12... 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And I'm going to pull that down, and then I'm going to recount that because I want to make absolutely sure that I got 22 on there. So that's 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 22. Yep, that's correct. Now we're gonna pull that down a little bit more and double knot that. I always very carefully double knot that so that my thread doesn't turn around. So, and then when that knot is in there, that double knot is in there, I'll just pull that all tight. Okay. I'm going to go around again. And then make sure that that is all taken care of. And that thread won't move anymore. And I'm gonna go past the one where the knot is, and that's where I'm gonna come out. Okay, and now you can just pull that again to make sure that that's tight. Gonna move into the first one, and then we're gonna add 1 delica, and we're gonna skip 1 delica, and I'm gonna go into the next delica. And then we're going to pick up another delica, skip 1 delica, pick up the next delica, and go around that. And then you should have like 11 that go in between these 22. So that's 1, 2, skip this one, go into that next one. That's 3. skip, go, 4, skip, and in that one, 5, skip that one, go in this one, 6, skip that one, go in that one, 7, skip that one, go in that one, is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Skip this one, pick up the one behind it, that's 9. Skip that one, pick up the one behind it, that's 10. And now we need one more, and then this is basically 11. And now you have to now you start a new row, and by starting a new row you have to step up. So that means go into the one that is right behind it that you just added. That's the very first one you added, and now it's way easier to see when you go around there. So we're going to do another 11, and we're going to go in between these delicas, and these are already sticking out, so it's much easier to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and when you count, you always know that you're correct. It's got to be 11, 10, and when you put 11, this is the one you go into, and you might as well step right up into the next one. So that's 11. Pull that tight, and it will start to form a little bit of a cup. And now we got to go around there again 11 times. 1, 2, and it might go a little loose again, but that's okay. You got to wiggle that Rivoli in there anyway. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And again, you're going to pick up that last one and into that top one. Okay, you've now done 4 rows. And as you can see, when you put your Rivoli on there, you can't close it up yet. The next row we're going to do with 11-0 seed beads. I got matte white here, and I'm going to just go in between the delicas. So another 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, You basically have to look a little bit on the side of it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And again we step up, this time in the Delica and the seed bead. And now we're going to put our Rivoli in there, pull that tight. Make sure that that's in the middle. So it won't come out anymore. And we're going to continue with 15/0 seed beads to close that up. And I got Ceylon white pearl here, and I hope I have enough. And thanks to my Patreons, I'll be able to buy some more of these seed beads next month. Okay, so 15/0s go in between of the 11/0s. And make that so that that goes in there snug. 2, also 11. 3, 4, 5, 'I'm going to get rid of that end tail in a minute. 6, oops, went under the thread here. 7, 8, 'You might have to wiggle that Swarovski around to get it, to keep it in the middle. 9, 10, and 11. And I'm going to step up because I'm going to do another round of 15/0 seed beads in between, also with the Ceylon pearl, because I want that to be a little bit smaller. I don't want to kind of overtake this, because that would be like this. Of course, if you wanted to overtake it, then that would be fine, but you can leave it like this, but I want it to be a little bit smaller, so I don't want it to just kind of overtake the rest of the pattern here. So that's what it would look like, basically, if you leave it like that. And then this is just comes to this red area, this Siam red area, would it just overtake the rest of it, so I don't like that. Okay, one more round of 15/0 seed beads in between. So we're going to go from 15/0 seed bead to 15/0 seed bead now. 1, 11 times again. 2, 3, and be careful you don't pick up the 11/0s while you're at it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. 10. 11. And then we're going to pick up that 15-0 seed bead again for stepping up. Now we're not going to add any more rounds, but you got to go step up first and then you're going to go down. So picking that up, both of them, 2 15-0s. And this you need one here to pull that all tight. Get that in there, in the middle. Okay, now we're going to go down. Going to go pick up that 15-0 seed bead, that 11-0 seed bead. And I'm going to go into that first delica that's behind it. Okay, now I'm going to leave it right there and pick up my end tail with another needle, because I'm really lazy. I don't want to get my needle off that thread. I'm going to pick up the needle and we're going to go into a couple of delicas here. Just push it forward. And just stay in the first 2 rows. And then you can just kind of set that off. Or cut that off, whatever you like. And we're ready for the next round. Okay, now I'm gonna go put that in there in the middle. Make sure that that is all good. Because when the next round goes on, you can't move it around anymore. You can hardly move it around as it is. Okay, so we're coming out of this delica right here, and we're going to add 2 delicas on our needle. And we're going to go from delica, right now I'm here, to delica. And we're going to stay in that very first row of delicas. And you got to be careful because you know, sometimes you want to move over and go in the delica behind the seed bead, but you got to go into the delicas that are actually in between those seed beads. Okay, so right here, and it's white on white, so it's probably a little harder to see, and that's why I did the PDF file in some colors. Now I really don't like the pattern very much with these colors, but it works for the visual. It works easier. Okay, so I'm going to pick up 2 more times delicas, and we're also going to do this 11 times. So we got 2 delicas here. That's 1, 2. Make sure you stay in those delicas that are behind the seed, that are in between the seed beads. Okay, 3. It's got to be 11. 4. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1 more, 11. Okay, we're going to pick up the less delica, and now it's going to be a little bit easier to see. Okay, we got all this done, right? Looks nice, doesn't it? Make sure that your delicas are a little bit like upwards, that they look good. Okay, and now we're gonna step up in that first delica, first of 2 delicas right there. Here we're going to add the 15-0 in between again, so this is going to be a little bit of a difficult round. You're going to go down in the delica, and you're going to pick up that delica in between those seed beads again. So you're going to go the delica you added down, and the one that you went through in the previous row, also pick that up again. And then you're going to go up in that next delica again of the 2 that you added. So this is kind of difficult. If you can't pick up the delica, just be careful that you don't break it. If you can't pick up that second delica, or if you push it through like that, I'm pushing it through the seed bead right now, you can just kind of go through there and then carefully just kind of work that back. And then we're going to go and pick up that next delica again. So you got to go around that 11 times also. We got 2, 3, and actually you don't have to count this one because it's already set for you. So, and if you're not coming out of that delica, when you push that back, if you're not coming out of that delica, make sure you get your needle off the thread, okay? And just kind of pry this seed bead out to make sure that that thread doesn't get caught anywhere where it not should not be caught. Let me put it like that. Okay, so sometimes you can just get out of the delica right away, but you don't want to break the delicas, okay? And I think delicas are called delicas because they're just very delicate. Now the galvanized delicas, they're not as delicate as the white ones. The white ones are very delicate. Okay, see, now I see, yep, I'm still good. Came out of my delica right there. And then down again. And you can also just, you don't have to pick up the 2 delicas. You can also actually just pick up this one first. You know, and then just pick up that middle one. And that is way easier, but it's a couple of stitches more, so I'm kind of lazy. On the other hand, if you have to stitch back, that's also extra time, especially if you get caught where you shouldn't be caught with your thread. So this is kind of easiest for me. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but my camera shut down on me while I was talking, and it doesn't give me any noise that it shut down. Sometimes I look up at the screen, a little screen, to see if I'm still in camera frame, and then I just noticed that it just kind of shut down. But basically, you have to go and put your seed beads all the way around there, and then at the end you're going to step up in that delica and into that first seed bead in the middle that you added. And then we're going to add 15-0 seed beads, silver lined. And you just need a couple of those, not too many. And some 3mm bicones. And we're going to start with red. I got a silver lined and a 3mm bicone and a silver lined. And I'm going to go from white seed bead 15-0 to the next white Ceylon pearl white seed bead. With that. And then I'm going to do another silver one, and then I'm going to pick up the green, that's the emerald green Swarovski bicone, 3mm. And I'm going to go into the next 15-0 seed bead, and then silver, red, silver again, into that seed bead, and then green again, silver, green, silver, into that next one, and then I'm going to add the 5th one, silver, red, silver. Now I tried it the other way with 3 green and 2 red, but this looks better. So I'm now going to go down into this delica, and then I'm going to pick up that delica in between again, and you got to be real careful. And as you can see, I'm going through the seed bead again, no problems, no worries. I'm going to just go back and then I'm going to stick my needle in between the delicas to go the row behind it. Now that means that I'm coming out of, let me just push that backwards a little bit. I'm coming out of this delica right here, so I'm going to go and pick up that delica right there. And now we're kind of working on the back, and we're going to go and pick up 4 delicas. 1, 2, 3, 4 delicas. And now we're going to stay in that second row. And we're going to go right, that's the delica that is behind your little triangle here. So make sure that you stay in that row. I'm going to try and work backwards. Normally I work forwards, but I think it will be easier to see if like this. So, and when you turn it around, you will see that these delicas are up in between the two previous delicas that went up with the seed bead in between. So it's got to go in between there, so that you make sure that you don't go a row further down, because then you'll be working right behind these, and you don't want that. You want to work in between there. Okay, so you gotta be careful. Make sure you stay in the correct row, and that's the delica behind, right behind this next one right here. So it's got the little triangle, delica right behind there, and pick that up. And this is going to take a while to do this correctly. You got to go make sure that they are all in position. And you got to maybe pull that out a little bit like that, and then pull that tight so that that looks nice. So I suggest you pause me until you get the 11 sets of 4 delica in between there, and then we'll pick it up from there. Okay, I have added them all now on the back. We're going to go forward, coming out of this delica right here. I'm going to go forward in the next delica. That's the middle delica. And we're going to turn back. So we're going to go up the 2 delicas. That's the first 2 delicas that you added onto your row. And we're going to go down 2 delicas. And we're going to pick up that delica in between where you went from 2 to 2, adding 2 to 2. So we're going to go stay in that same line as that where you were before. Now we're going to pick up these 2 delicas right here. And then we're going to add to our needle 111 matte, and we're going to pick up, and I'm going to pick up a 3mm bicone AB. Of course you can do the colors too if you want. And then I'm going to pick up 3 15-0 of the pearls, the white pearls. And then we're going to go back into the bicone and the seed bead, and I'm going to go into the 2 delicas, and then I'm going to pull that through. And this is going to be a little bit difficult because we're going to stay in that same row. We got to go pick up that delica in between those 2 that where we went up again. Got to be careful, don't break them. We're going to go up those 2 delicas again. Going to pick up the 11-0 white, the 3mm bicone, and the 3 pearlies, 15-0, and we're going to do that again. Just pick up the bicone and the 11-0, and then go down those 2 delicas. Make sure that you got your little picot all good there. Pick up that middle one again. And then up those 2. And we're going to do that again. Make sure that all that's tight. And the white 11-0, the bicone, and the 3 little pearls. Pull that down. And bicone and seed bead. And down the 2. And here I don't go through that other seed bead instantly. because I'm afraid I'm going to break it if I do. So I'm going to just carefully pick up that one in between. And then we're going to go. And this is the middle of the seed beads, of the bicones. So we're going to make that a little longer. I'm going to pick up that white one, pick up a 4mm bicone, pick up your 3mm bicone, and then add your seed beads. And then add your 15/0 seed beads. So it's a little longer due to adding that 4mm. Now we're going to go back through the 3 and the 4 and then into that 11/0 seed bead, and I'm going to pull that tight. And pick up the next delica. And then we're going to go back to doing only the 3mm again. So that's one white, one 3mm, and 3 pearly ones 15/0. And then we're going to go into that bicone, that 11/0, and the 2 delicas. And I'm going to straighten out your little picot into that next delica. I don't want to pick up both. See, it can be done without breaking any delicas. Although there are some delicas that are so fragile. They got a kind of like a frosty look to them. They're matte frosty like. Okay. That, and 1, 2, 3. 4 more to last. Into the 3mm. Down to 2 bicones. Into that next delica. Oh, almost went one too far. And then adding the last one. The 11/0, the bicone, the 3 seed beads. Pull it down, and bicone seed bead, and into them 2 delicas. Straighten out your picot if you need to. And pick up the next delica. Now we're going to add that loop. And we're just going to continue our route, but we're not going to add anything anymore. And to do this, going around like this one more time, is making it a little bit stronger. Into that delica right there, in between. I'm going to go up. And down. And into the next delica. And I'm going to go up. And now we need 3 15/0 seed beads going down. In the previous delicas, oh, I said 3 seed beads. There we go. Down into that. This is where we started, so we already made these this part a little stronger by going through there twice. Now this one and this one only we went through once, so because this is wildfire, I'm pretty happy with not going around that loop another time, so I'm pretty sure that that's secure. So going up again, going down, and I'm just finishing my round and doubling up on that wildfire in that second row. Okay, so this would be the last one, where we double up the thread, down these, in here, and now you can, if it goes through the next one, that's okay, let it go through the next one. We're going to go and move down, and we're going to work our thread away. So we're just basically now going to work our way our thread, and I'm doing that in the inner row on the back. I'm picking up two delicas at the same time, so I'm picking up the one that's all the way in the middle and the one that's behind there. And I'm going to go all the way around so that I'm absolutely sure that nothing will happen to my little loop there. There we go. And we're up. We're now under the loop, and I'm going to cut that off. And that's all there is to it. Right there it is. Oh, isn't that pretty? It is. You got to see it from up close. If you don't think it's pretty, you really have to make it and see it up close. Some things are just prettier when you have made them and you see them like for what they really are. Okay, we need our ear hook. And turn that open and put that on and close that up, and be careful you don't pinch any seed beads and break them now, because that would be devastating, although it doesn't take that long to make. So here they are. I hope you like them, and you'll be making a set for yourself for Christmas. Let me know if you did, or in different colors. Share it with me on my Facebook. I'll leave the link underneath it. The pattern is also available in different colors though. I made the pattern in these colors so that it would be more understandable to see where what went. And yeah, I hope you liked it. Don't forget to click on the notification button if you are already a subscriber, or if you're not a subscriber yet, then just hit that subscribe button and the notification button so that you get updated on the next. I'll see you guys next time. I'm now going to work on a pattern for Patreon, and that will be a little bulb ornament that I want to make for a Christmas tree. So, bye guys, see you next time.